What's good, family? It's your boy Cat. Business or uni? Or can you do both? In today's video, I'm going to tell you guys exactly how I managed to balance and bring together both worlds. And stay tuned because the last point might actually shock you. Quick disclaimer, when I say businesses, I am mainly speaking about businesses, but I am also referring to people that, are pushing a side hustle, or people that genuinely are devoting time and effort into their passion and have recently just found it out to, balance the workload of uni and whatever they're pushing. If that sounds like you, then this video is also for you. Now, let me not make this intro too long. Let's get right into it. Point number one, scheduling. This is the most obvious, but it's so important to actually schedule your day. Having a planned out physical copy of how you actually want your day to go allows you to avoid just drifting through the day and just agreeing to every little thing your mind starts to think about. It allows you to complete all the vital things you set out to do today without ever feeling overwhelmed by everything, as you've in detail set out what needs to be done today, what needs to be done tomorrow, and the days to come. It also breaks down the bigger picture on both sides into measurable goals so that you never feel like you're too focused on one side and neglecting the other side. That way you know that there's time for everything. Point number two, spread out your work by priority. Prioritizing helps you avoid burning out due to stress and anxiety. For example, say you got a big test this week, so obviously you prioritize studying that week. Or let's say you have a big business opportunity or a shoot or something you have to film. Then that week you prioritize your business. Whatever it is, you need to establish what's your priority, whether it's daily or weekly, and put most of your focus on that. You never want to go into anything feeling unprepared or feel like you're just freestyling things because you put it off and focused on other things that were kind of less important this week. What's funny is that it tends to be the hard things that we try our hardest to push off for the easier things. And on the contrary, it tends to be those hard things that make our life easier in the long run. And now you could argue, okay, Kat, what about the days or the weeks where I have something important for both things? That's where our next point comes in. Point number three, block out time based off your innate work preferences. Now, what does this mean? It means if you're most creative in the mornings, then deal with your most creative tasks in the mornings, or at least allocate time towards it. This could be anything from idea generation, scripting, filming, designing, you decide. That way, it just ensures you that you are working optimally. That way, for example, you never find yourself going overtime doing certain tasks because you know that, okay, cool. In the mornings, I work best. In the mornings, I'm most creative. So completing tasks should take me less time. And once you do that, you'll find that throughout the day, you're able to tackle all your other tasks with ease without the stress that you're backlogged on certain tasks and you don't find the time to do it. By doing this with both your creative tasks and your critical thinking tasks, you'll find that business or uni, you're ready for whatever the week has in store for you. Point number four, ask/get help from others. And now, I already know my friends are probably in the comment sections already typing out their message, but essentially, this is the point I struggle with the most. But over the last couple of weeks, I've genuinely been trying my best to, stop suffering in silence and actually ask my friends for help. And trust me, it will save you so much time and stress just admitting when you're struggling and getting the relevant help. And in general, you'll find it a lot easier learning from a friend than any online material you could find. I mean, granted, the friend knows exactly what they're talking about. But for some reason, when it comes from a friend, it always comes off, I want to say we understand it better. I don't know why, but genuinely so. If you are being told by your friend, you're more likely to understand him better than the lecturer. Granted, again, your friend knows what they're talking about. The second part is mainly directed to business owners, but it's outsourcing to freelancers. Making use of freelancers can genuinely save you so much time, especially, from the repetitive day-to-day boring tasks. For example, with YouTube, it can be as simple as making thumbnails. But the time spent on trying to figure out what to do for a thumbnail instead of just handing it over to a professional, that time could be very much used to script another video, to think up another video idea. But I will say this is not something I do myself right now. And that's granted, it does require a bit of startup capital, but it is definitely something I'm going to look into in the future. I will say, if you do have the capital for it, and if you're genuinely critically struggling with time, this could be something you could look into. And we finally get to our last point number 5. Leave room for family and hobbies. In my opinion, this is probably the most important tip in this video when it comes to ensuring your longevity in this game. If you focus too much on just the grind and completely isolate yourself from those you hold dear, you'll find yourself mindlessly grinding, your why forgotten, and I guarantee you guys, that is a one-way ticket to burning yourself out. And trust me, you forget your why in this game, you might as well pack it up now, because you won't see the point in struggling trying to juggle both. You just won't. Blocking out time to actually go see family helps you stay grounded and genuinely helps you clear your mind. You know, my boy and I have this thing where every 2-3 months we talk about, we just gotta get out of the city, just reconnect the OG elements. Just realign the chakras and just clear our minds. We're just going home. I don't know what it is about home, but for some reason, it just genuinely brings a person peace. When it comes to the hobbies part, this is mainly something that has kept me sane throughout this whole process. Especially on the hectic weeks, I'm talking back-to-back deadlines on a daily, let alone weekly basis, seeing as you can't always go home or see family. Having something to just help clear your mind and escape your responsibilities for like an hour or two a day without bringing home to yourself. So those of you that are thinking I'll go put the bottle down, I'm not talking about that today, but I digress. Having something like that will genuinely bring your mental so much clarity, and it shows you never feel overwhelmed by this thing, because trust me, there's no child's play trying to do this thing at all. It's hard, but it's not impossible. And with that, our time has come to an end. Those are just the ways I personally try and balance while staying sane, business and uni. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. We're almost at 100 subs, and I do have a special video planned for that. And yeah, it's been your boy Cat. Love.